my peoples? This is your main man, Dr. Life, in the business of saving lives. First responder. I'm first responder. Disaster relief, rescue, first responder to man-made disasters. And we here to let y'all know this is an all-out launch. We're launching a dream team, the Yes USA American Dream Team, the reality, the real, the all natural. No virtual reality, no science fiction, no artificial intelligence, real knowledge, the in the beginning knowledge. And we choosing team captains. Every team has to have a captain. Every team has to have multiple captains, depending on the positions. Especially like in basketball. Basketball is where we hold court. In their injustice system, they haul you into court. In our recreation economy, we hold court on the hardwood classics. We choosing team captains. You see this says? It says the coming age of millennials. And you have the challengers. This is the challengers. The Greco-Roman, the Romans, the Germanic barbarian Romans of Europe. Who claim fake sovereignty, fake rulership, who created fake monetary systems, fake money, fool's gold. And these are the fools who fall into the trap of following the fools and their gold into their bread and circus entertainment slave system. The death of the children created in the image of the Creator. It's for you, Keyshawn. It's for you, TT.
Hello?
These are the challenges. They created a financial matrix. And then over here, we have the richest dad. The richest dad and the poorest dad. The richest dad is the Creator. The poorest dad is his son who he sent to create children in his image.
Yes.
Who reject him and choose this image. You got individuals like Jay-Z who talk about the Magna Carta.
She said when you're done, take a picture of my face and send it to her.
The Magna Carta, he calls it the Holy Grail. The Magna Carta is the slave system that said only the European nobles who are free have the right to liberty. That's what the Magna Carta says. Then it was written into your Constitution. And then he says, I never pray to God, I pray to God-y. I never pray to God, I pray to God-y. Why would you pray to Gotti? Because that's your idol. The Italian John Gotti, Opus Dei, Mafia, is the holy grail for those who chase the strange fire, fake enlightenment, fake knowledge, gnosis, hypnosis, prognosis, diagnosis, Gnostic. And why does Rome have to challenge? Because Rome's the loser. And everybody who follows her is the loser. But then over here you have, that's rap. That's the losing team. And you see, we are all choosing from this group. We're choosing our captains. It's a war. You have generals, and generals, they execute by recruiting and training their captains. And when you, like Jay-Z, and when you, like Russell Simmons, become a rapper and package the bread and circus slavery entertainment of the financial matrix, and you sell like a drug dealer, you sell the bread and circus, the empty wonder bread, the dead bread. You get your people to chase the dead bread of the bread and circus, the Roman bread and circus, where all of the gladiator who potentially will shed his blood will receive is a laurel wreath on his head and a little fame around his name. That's all these slaves are. It's the system. A little fame around their name. They let it appear as if they get to touch some of this dead bread. Ain't no riches. The true wealth is over here. Baymac. It's the Baymac watch. Baymac watch saves. Be about your mankind at all costs. Disaster relief. First responders. Rescuers. It's not the First Cross. It's not the Red Cross collecting all this money and robbing and letting people die and perish all in Haiti. This ain't the Red Cross. We the real true first responders. Disaster relief specialists. Be about your mankind at all costs. Be about your money at all costs. Be about your motherhood. This is true hip hop. Be about your motherhood at all costs. Being about your money means giving the people a way to bypass this fake greenback blood money and giving them real true streams, 8 streams of income for this group. This is they fake banks. This is Goldman Sachs talking about the coming age for millennials. So this is anybody between the age of 19 and 34. They telling you that there's no prosperity on the horizon for you. Who are they? A different world, a different worldview. Millennials have grown up in a time of rapid change, giving them a set of priorities and expectations separately different from previous generations. What's the difference in y'all? What's the difference? You should be appalled. If you still are working to earn wages, salary and wages, you have the wrong income. If you still working, and if you still going to school to get an education, they telling you you're going to permanently be our slave. This says millennials will have less money to spend. This is on purpose. This is the bank. This is Goldman Sachs. This is Chase. 2012, y'all gonna have 64% less money to spend than future generations. Less money to spend. Lower employment levels and smaller incomes have left younger millennials with less money to spend than previous generations. What else does your banking system, who robbed you, who are planning to crash the funny money system again? They already robbed you in 2008 with the housing crisis, 2008 and 2009. They already robbed you. Then they hit you with the student loan debt crisis. So now the millennials are in the same place, saddled with debt, that the people who own houses back in 2008 and 2009 were. The housing crisis. Now it's a student loan crisis. And what do they say about that? Millennials are cumbered with debt. Student loan payments are taking up a growing chunk of postgraduate millennials' income. It's risen from back in 2003, it was just around 10,000. Now in 2013, it's above 22,000 student loan debt. So because of this, they saying they moving you into a shared economy. They did this before, y'all. They did this before. When in 1865, when they called the Reconstruction period of America, when those slaves from the South were seeking to be individual families and create businesses and earn their own living, they said no, not gonna be no individual. Y'all gonna join a shared economy. And they built housing tenements in the major cities. They built factories, getting ready for World War I and World War II, to go from a slave cotton picking society, sharecropping society, to a slave industrial revolution, prison industrialized complex society. In factories and prisons. Prison labor, factory labor. Thanks to the 13th Amendment that legalized slavery if you're a criminal. And then they packaged, they said, no, y'all not gonna spread out, y'all not gonna compete. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. No, y'all not gonna join the race to pursue happiness. We got a monopoly on that. Nah, we're gonna build a shared living space called the housing tenements, called the public housing authority, the state-run public housing authority. These are the same states that fought to keep slavery. These are the same states that used the 13th Amendment to continue slavery in the state under the loophole of the 13th Amendment, and then lease the convicts out to those building the railroad industries, those doing everything. And then those that they couldn't label as criminals, they packed in the same state-run housing authority, public housings that became the projects, that they flooded with drugs, that they removed the factories, left with no work, Now everybody's all on stacked on top of each other, and they saying if you join 18 and you continue down in their business plan, Goldman Sachs, this is the bankers. This is Bank of America, Chase, Citibank, Citigroup, Wells Fargo. These are the bankers who stole all of the money, and they saying, we got a business plan for you. Well, you got a choice. We launching the true American Dream Team moneymakers who print creation money, who are going to mine the last Havilah gold mines in, yes, USA. And we're going to compete for that pursuit of happiness. It's just a competition. We're not going to stand by and allow no monopoly. This is the game we playing. It's the Yes USA 50 Shades of Clay. 50 Shades of Clay. Because in all 50 states, our Nubian ancestors was here first. All 50 plots of land. And from every shade, from the lightest Creole to the red bone mulatto, to the passing for white Creoles of Louisiana, to our darkest Nubians who look just like the Sudanese and the Ethiopians. 50 Shades of Clay. Payday. Mine, tekel you. 50 Shades of Clay. Payday. It's about cash flow. When you get on the richest dad and the poorest dad's business plan, you have Yes USA cash flow streams. Let me show you some of them. Let me briefly show you some of these streams and areas where we're going to compete and thrive. So if you're in the Central Florida area, you're very familiar if you're in the Central Florida area, Haines City, Dundee Ridge Middle School. If you're from Chicago, you know the coaching prowess. If you're from Pine Forge Academy or Oakwood University, you know our history and legacy. The difference is, instead of allowing a European monopoly, when we are the true creators, we are the true performing arts masterpieces. We're gonna be about our own money. Control our own financial destiny. That was my daughter's championship team. It's my son's championship team. That's my son right there.
So right now, my parents think they're coming to a movie, but in reality, they're coming to see me. The crew is staging this hallway to make
And
it look like my dorm room
unfortunately,
back in college.
in their system,
Wow.
in their system,
Filmmaker Michael Moore
our people have to.
world's largest athletic shoe company to open a factory in Flint.
Michael Moore chastised the chairman of Nike, Philip Knight, criticizing the company for making most of its shoes in Indonesia. So Moore has come home to convince Knight. He's staging an event tomorrow in front of City Hall.
So tomorrow at noon, I want to prove him wrong. I want the people of Flint who would like to work, who would like to have a job at Nike, to come here and stand in front of City Hall. I'll have my film crew here, dress warm, and we'll make a video message to him and show him that the people of Flint, if they had an opportunity to work, would certainly work.
See, that's what happens when you don't control your cash flow. We're going to pay you to play the game. We're going to pay you to mine gold and print money. Robert Kiyosaki has a quote. He said, "Why work for money when they're printing money? Print your own money." And there's several different streams that you could use to print your own money. Give us a call, 407-308-0997. We looking for some financial fashion statement models. You heard me. They have a business plan. It is a fake, phony business plan. And they've taken this is not a holy book. This is not a holy book. This is simply an accounting ledger. The scoreboard. This is an audit. This is a financial audit of their challenge for our all-natural God-given resources. This is just the documentation of what they owe future generations. How deep the debt is. This is not a holy book. It is accounting record of the war that has been waged, of the theft, of the pillaging, and so it's payday. We want to pay you to trade places. We want to pay you to turn over the tables of the money changers. They've changed real creation money that your forefathers, it's not George Washington, not Ben Franklin, they ain't your forefathers. They studied perverted, deluded, demonic individuals worshiping sun gods and and Zeus and Apollo. And then they turned that into an entertaining art form to train you how to do the same. How to join them in worshiping sun gods who can't create anything, especially not wealth. So when you join them,
Before I knew what he actually stood.
when you join them, you jump on their Titanic ship of fools. You join them and you sail on their, you join on their Titanic ship of fools.
Hundreds of thousands celebrate when St. Nicholas arrives in town on a steamboat. The event is almost like Amsterdam's answer to the carnival in Rio de Janeiro.
This is the celebration of the slave trade.
Every year, the jolly old man with the white beard travels from Spain to the Netherlands.
This is the celebration of you falling for the
his helpers
stolen
are the
identity.
Zwarte Pieten, or Black Petes.
Black Petes? Black Petes are the blackamoors who follow blindly after the Europeans and worship the pagan gods of the Europeans instead of the gods of their forefathers, the God of their forefathers, the creator of heaven and earth. This is the celebration. They're letting the world know this is when it happened. This is when we went from the bottom to the top. This is why this is important. This is when we created the myth of the Aryan nation. Create the myth of supremacy. This is how we did it. We took the place of supremacy and they accepted the recessive place of servitude. And they sell it to you. And it's payday for this robbery. So if you're a millennial and you want to be a Havilah bank, a Have Life banker, and you want to write a different future than the one that Goldman Sachs has planned for you, than the business plan that Goldman Sachs has planned for you, then give us a call. We got a different business plan for you. 407-308-0997. Because I must be about my father's business, the richest dad, and the poorest dad, his son, the creator of heaven and earth. It's that simple. I know the plan that I have for you, a plan to prosper you, give you hope in the future. We got a business plan too. To give you your true desires of the ages, the rock of ages, cornerstone, untouched diamonds, untouched diamond mining and Havilah gold mining, then printing our own money that grows on trees. The beautiful back, Baymac, be about your money at all costs. Come get it. Give us a call at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m. every single day to see if you have what it takes to make the team. This is Hollywood TV. Hollywood 4D TV, Hollywood 4D reality TV with the Hollywood Games and the Hollywood Trials. We hosting the Hollywood Trials because we looking for Hollywood stars, 4D, 4 dimensions, not 3 dimensions. It's a 4 dimensional world. The cornerstone that everything is built on has 4 corners, not 3. The reason their fake monetary system is a pyramid and only has 3 corners is because it's incomplete. It's fake. It's phony. It's sinking. You build your house on the sand. Every pyramid is built on the sand. Sinking. Their kingdoms always come crashing down. And what happens? We rebuild. We rebuild with those who was wise enough to join the right team. Hopefully that'll be you. Come get it.